Okay. Stream is going. Let me just double check that it is actually running.
I see live.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I guess as long as I don't hit OK on this window saying that the app has crashed, it will continue to work fine.
I don't see anything, but it says it's live.
You don't see anything?
Now I do.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I switched sources on the window capture, so that might have been what that was. All right. Queue up that start announcement. Let me copy and paste a starting now message. Let's see, and I should probably full screen this too. There we go. And then chat. Perfect. All right. It's 9 o'clock. Let's make that announcement. All right. Got people coming in. Whoops. Not that. You know, I never post about these on Blue Sky. Maybe I should do that. Reopening all of my tabs. All right. Made a post on Blue Sky. And maybe we'll get a couple new folks. Okay. I'll go back to full screen. Okay. Got a few people coming around now. Vitor, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Just double checking. You can probably get ready to begin in just a minute or so, whenever you guys are ready.
Okay, Yash.
Sure. Yeah, I'll just start sharing my screen now. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Um,
All right.
can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Should we start now?
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So nice to meet all. My name is Yasmin. I'm working on Nietzsche in community and social media. And Nietzsche is basically a tool. We are web based and you can low code is very light as well, and then it's an immersive experience builder, so that basically means that you can build worlds inside. You can also upload a lot of things like at 3D assets, and you can make a world
Oh,
out of it.
Yash, I think we lost the.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just got it back. Sorry about that.
Let's go on stage, maybe just as a formality.
Oh shit, okay, yeah, sorry.
Like since we are in this type of experience, I think it's nice. But
Am I
uh,
on the stage?
I gotta go around the stairs there.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
but just as an intro for me and Yas, we both work in this company, and I was talking to Yas previously before entering here that I started working with metaverses. It's been like 5 6 years ago, and I also started at Mozilla Hubs, and it was super nice for me to see that this is still ongoing, and that even though Mozilla discontinued the project, and there are a lot of people caring about Spoke and doing their own stuff in there. But when I entered in Anicha, we started creating words for other people, like as services for Goethe Institute and other things like that. And we usually used Mozilla Hubs to begin with. But then we decided to create our own word builder that it's completely web based, because we thought that, like, even though hubs was a very nice experience for every one of us, we wanted to give to the builder a little bit of more um, variations of possibilities. So we started thinking about how to gamify stuff in there, how to create simple interactions, and keeping the easy to build narrative that hubs was using also. So we kind of merged some things from Unity, like the entities ideas from Unity, and also some of the no code builder ideas from hubs to create another web-based platform that is Anicha now. So Anicha is basically a website that you guys join, and that you guys can create 3D immersive experiences and can gamify in there some easy and very nice to build gamifications. Everything is in the front end, so no one needs to know exactly how to code anything else. And now we are able to export also for VR stuff, although it is still on a development stage. I think it's nice to give this intro that to know, to say that you guys, for you guys, that we also came from hubs researches and also Unity researches, and Yasmin takes care of our community. We are both from Brazil. I am a 3D designer, a generalist 3D designer. It's been 4 years since I'm in Onitsha. And Yasmin, please, you can continue now. I just wanted to give this brief introduction.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much, Vitor.
Thank you.
I'm Yasmin. As said before, I work in the community and social media. I'm also from Brazil, but I am based in Germany, and I don't speak German, so it's a bit hard. So yeah, I've been in Anitra, I think, since March this year. So I'm sure that that's why Vitor is here as well, because he's better at introducing Anitra, as he's been with us since the beginning. Okay, so we briefly talked about what is Anitra, and so yeah, that was it. In Anicha, you can create interactive 3D worlds right in your browser, from art installations, experimental spaces to classroom exhibitions or multiplayer hangouts. And we have some templates as well that we are slowly adding to our platform. Then you can also take stuff and add stuff, and in the middle of the templates that we have available, we also have one for our installations, which is a very nice template as well. Um, surely I can show you guys a little bit after our slides. And the fun thing is like multiplayer as well, so you can also show your projects and send links for people to see, and you also can be in the same room. So that's also really nice. And from imagination to interaction, you can bring your own models, sound, and ideas. And then Nietzsche gives you an easy way to build, share, and explore spatial experiences with others. No code or setup needed. That was we were talking about, that we were web based. So yeah, and it's a very light website as well.
Let me make a brief interruption,
Yeah.
just because if you can come back to the last slide, Yasmin.
Yes.
When we sell ourselves as a 3D creator toolkit, it's not that you're gonna model things inside of Furniture. I think that everyone who uses Spoke to build stuff, it's gonna be aware of that. It's more an agglomerator. It's more getting together several different media types. So we have audios, like spatial audios, global audios, and videos, and also 3Ds with embedded animations and different types of colliders and stuff like that. It's more like getting together different media types inside one 3D atmosphere to create what we call like an environment art or an immersive experience. And usually people use this for entertainment or meetings like we are doing now, but we already tested the tool to create like more powerful training solutions like we did for Coca-Cola this year, and or for Eletrobras, which is a gas company in Brazil, which we created this VR uh, training for employers. So you can go from like one way to another. You can either go like from entertainment and super ludic spaces, super fun spaces, and you also can build stuff that are much more technical and much more focused on training solutions or enterprises solutions as well. Go ahead, yes.
Thanks, Victor. Yeah, I think the thing is that Anisha is a tool, right? You can just use Anisha like where your imagination takes you, actually. So that's really cool. And the next slide is just a showcase that we have. Um, Let me see if the audio will go through.
Now, I don't
Yeah,
know how much you guys have heard from Godot. Godot, the game engine. Does anyone here knows Godot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice. So Anitia is basically a branch from Godot, a fork from Godot, let's say like that. Ariel Mansour, the creator of Godot, one of the three creators, is actually our CTO now, our chief of technology.
Oh.
And we are trying to merge everything that we're trying to get together everything that is from Godot, our source code, into a web-based experience for people that don't know how to code. It's a funny way to say that we were showing Anitia for Unity expert last week, and she said that it's like Unity for dummies. And it's funny to say it like that, to phrase it like that, but it's basically a little bit of what we want, like to create this space for like people who don't have code experience or super hard game engine experiences to build on web. Go ahead, guys. I think now it's more like showcases of different
yeah,
solutions. Yes, you need to show the full videos. You can uh,
yeah.
like
I also just wanted to add that also like for myself, like my experience, I will never like think about creating a world and how so many things, like how many things I can do before I entered the niche, because like basically I'm like I don't know how to code. I never thought about that. But then when I started to working on niche, I was like, okay, like a whole world of possibilities, right? A whole universe of possibilities just opened up. Like you can do so many things inside a niche. Like everything your imagination can take you. And like is something that even me, myself, that was not really into it, not like very good with 3D and stuff like that. I was like, okay, I can actually create worlds. I can create like, I don't know, maybe an art installation. Maybe I can do some performances inside Anija. And that was really cool. So yeah, I think just wanted to share my own experiences as well as my when I first started with Anija. So yeah, I think from this slide on, we only have like some showcases. Um, Okay, sample experience. I really like this one. This is from from one of our users. His name is Zima, and he has the best worlds. Like this biology one is actually like insane. It's beautiful. Let me see. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
All right.
yes. So this word was from a game jam that we made. People had 2 weeks to build the project, and Zima created like this word that you are inside of a human body, but very artsy way. And it's written rice grain in there in Portuguese, but it shows you the size that you are in the moment. So in that moment, you are in the size of a tiny rice, and then you go more inside and he placed like
Mm.
teleporters, and there's a lot of spatial audios also. And then you like are entering on this trippy human body and getting smaller and smaller and smaller until you are inside of one of these cells. This was one of the winners of the game jam. It was also very nice for us. In that moment we were on our beta stage, and now we can do even more stuff in there. But it was super nice to see like someone already able to create a meaningful experience. You can jump a little bit, yes, from like to the, yeah. So it has like this platforms part.
Yeah. Now we're
uh,
like inside veins and blood cells, and it's really cool. We have like the white blood cells. It's really nice. This is like one of my favorite worlds in that our users had like created in Anija.
yeah, I think we can move
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
I'm gonna
other.
show.
And when we finish showcasing those words, I would like to open for questions, and then I can make like a live presentation of the tool itself, building something very quickly just to show you guys how it works actually.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Alrighty. This next showcase is an exhibition. It's like kind of like a museum. It's space themed. Um, it's really cute as well. I think that the thing for this game jam was about education, right, Peter?
Yes.
Not wrong. Yeah. Okay. I will jump a little bit. Um, yeah. I like the texture of this wall. Okay, like, and here inside, let me put on the audio.
I'm not sure if the audio is coming together, but it's fine.
20 seconds and
Oh,
counting.
there it is.
Yes.
T minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4.
Yeah, I think that's basically it for this world. Let me show the next one. Okay, this is
I
about
think you can go for the logistics
the
directly.
logistics one. All right.
This machinery.
This is more like of a training situation, right, Vitor?
Yes, exactly. This is like training to create packages. But the nice thing about this one is that you can see the interactions that you can create very easily. This press F to interact, and then you can set up animations or things to appear or disappear depending on what you do. And you can trigger audios and other stuff all related to the actions that you are creating. So basically, what I was saying before, we had like Mozilla Hubs was one of our references, but we wanted to provide to the builder a little bit of more possibilities to create games. Not only games, but like other stuff, but like interactive systems as well, and trigger things with timers or with the character body or with the character commands. So I think that's it. You can show the some of the next ones.
Alrighty.
Um,
I think the next one, history is like a classroom one, right? I think the healthcare one maybe is nice as well.
yeah,
Um,
yes, I like the dinosaur also.
oh yeah, the dinosaur is really cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
this one because like you have like so many things, right? You have like when she's testing stuff, she's doing like taking out her blood pressure and stuff like that. It's really cool. I mean, just yeah, she's like checking
yes,
the
Now,
temperature.
I'll use a pulse oximeter to measure your oxygen levels. Could
Yeah,
you place this clip on your finger?
I think this one she's placing it on a finger. Yeah, she will lift her hand up and it's gonna place onto her finger. Yeah.
okay, I think after this one, I might be able to show the tool itself. As I can see, I imagine some of you have has some experience with 3D building and metaverse solutions, right? As I was hearing from the conversations you guys were having previously.
Mhm.
So yeah. Let me get to another one. Do you want to show the dinosaur one?
Yeah, we can show, just to show like not only
The train
the
ones.
training ones, but some fun ones as well. I think this one was also a game jam about education, and Tushar, I think, is the creator of this word, is an Indian friend of ours that is one of our main users as well. and he created like this storytelling of the World War, and at the end you were moved to inside the, I don't know the name for that in English actually, but the places where like yes, when you go there you will understand where people stays in the middle of the battle, like to the battlefield
Oh,
actually.
trenches, I think you're looking for.
Trenches, yeah. In Portuguese, it's similar. It's trincheiras.
Mm.
But yeah, exactly. And this is a very nice experience for VR, especially if you are like teaching in schools and you have the VR headsets. We have a New Yorker teacher, Maya, that currently teaches Anicha for their students to create their own experiences in the school. So we actually also see that it's a very emerging teaching technique now, and we know how this can be important for like people to actually visualize what the teachers are talking about. And I'm pretty sure that everyone that was a kid would love to have an experience like that, like a VR experience like this one from the dinosaurs. So not only for us to build, is also like we also want to make a niche good for people to sell projects and to get inside of like training sessions, school sessions with easy to use, easy to build tool, which is what we are trying to achieve now. Yeah, after this one, let me share my screen because I will show a niche.
Sure. I think yeah, I think that's it for this world as well, right? We can get closer to the dinosaurs here, and
Yeah,
I was also thinking that maybe we should also say that we're also like getting some partnerships with artists, right? We also had like a play, immersive play that we did some time ago inside the niche.
yes,
And yeah, and we're also gonna have like art exhibitions inside the niche as well, right? From one of our artists.
exactly. So if you are a 3D artist and now we are making things to increase our audience, and sometimes you want to have like this own gallery portfolio or your own immersive experience, me and Yasmin, we are like 100% directioning our time to have support sessions with people to make sure people understand the tool and be able to build by themselves in a near future. Um, can I share my screen now, Yash?
Yes, of course.
Now
I'll just
let's
up here.
okay.
Okay.
Before moving to a little bit more technical part of the presentation, I would like to know if you guys have any questions about it. I will share the link also for Anicha at the end here. Anyone?
I might have questions, but they might be more technical, so maybe I'll let you do that part of the presentation
Okay,
first.
okay,
Okay, thank
okay.
you so much.
Yeah, and feel free to ask whatever you want. Let
Hmm.
me share my screen now. Just will ask for you guys to help me
There we go.
placing it in there. Okay, is it placed?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's up there. Do you want it lower than it is right now, or?
Maybe because I think people are not
Yeah,
using the fly mode, so it might be better
yeah,
to have it.
here,
Yeah.
I'll just kind of, let's see, I got to drag it out of the window,
No, there's no
not to
problem
get
also if we just stick
teleported.
it to the media framing there. And okay.
Oh. I did
It's
my best.
fine. This is fine. Yes. Let me go up in here. Hope you guys still hear me well. I think I'm gonna stay below the screen, uh, and I will start presenting now. Okay, so this is one of our templates. When you log in Anicha, what you see is actually this screen here after you log in. This is our lobby page. And in the lobby page, you will have a bunch of the featured experiences just to understand a little bit some of the possibilities. We are actually now searching for more people to create collabs words to become featured experiences for everyone to see in the near future. So if any one of you has interest and has knowledge on 3D building, it would be super nice to talk about collaborations or like training sessions. And in here, in this other tab, there is your workspace, which like allocates all the words that you've built yourself. In here you have the account part where you configure like some stuff about your account, and in here you have the avatar part where you can choose between some avatars. We still don't have a avatar uploader. We are an in progress tool. Actually, we launched our beta stage it was less than 1 year ago, so we are still developing a lot, and we actually need the audience to help us to understand what people want in this situation, so what people want from this kind of tool. So it's very important to have a community together helping us to grow together. So here we have the builder. I opened this Ocean Pavilion template. If you click on build new experiences here, you'll see there are some templates. I opened this one because it already shows a little bit of the graphic of the tool. And okay, let me come to here. And in here, we divide our builder in three different main panels. The left one is the elements panel, which is more like a hierarchy layer thing, displays everything that is inside of your world. So if I select this bench in here, it will display the bench in here. If I click twice, it will focus on the bench here, and you can move and do whatever you want with some of the templates objects. And in this middle panel is the inventory panel, which is actually where you can find all the components that we display for people to use. So, as an example, we have the 3D object component, and it was like an entity in Unity. Like everything that you place, like this bench, is a 3D object component, as you can see in the properties panel. But you can add other components into this component. So basically, I can add a rotator, I can add a behavior like show hide to make it hide when I get closer to the bench. I can add a move rotate scale, which is basically a state machine. Let's say that I want this bench to move from one place to another when I approach it, and we can make it adding like these behavior nodes in the attaching in the main entities like it is a 3D object. So as like the files that we give support now is 3D object, GLB, a file. I think is the same from Mozilla Hubs. Images are JPEG and PNG, and text is actually not a file. It's you can write your text in here in the in game like hello, and then it's in here, and you have the 2D text and the 3D text, which has like this um, thickness, and we have directional light, point light, which is like an omni light, and spotlight. We have this water surface, as you can see in here, with some configurations. We have spatial audio, which is basically an audio that is playing inside of this distance here, and you can set up the distance, you can make it autoplay, or you can add a trigger to it. And then if you add the trigger, it will start playing as soon as your avatar collides to the trigger. But you also have more trigger options, like let me first make the trigger visible, so I know that this is the trigger activator area. But if I click interactable, it will not play when the body of the avatar enters the area. It will appear an F key for me to press when I enter the area. So we add one more step to the trigger. We can also make it one shot that plays only once, and make local is like, imagine that you have a quest situation that you need people to achieve stuff, but it's a multiplayer platform, and you don't want one person journeys to interrupt the other user. So make local makes everything in this action play locally in the computer of the person that is making their own journey. So things don't get in front of the other. Uh, Let me disable the visible distance. And we have OGV for videos. We want to give support to MP4, but now we have only support to OGV, but you can see that it plays very well. If I click here on the video, you can also hide the video controls for people to not be able to play it inside of the room. You can loop, you can set up to autoplay, or you can also set up a trigger entity. Actually, everything in a niche that is an action, like play a video, play an audio, move one thing from stage one, from stage two, make something appear, make something disappear, works using this same trigger dynamic logic, same trigger logic in here. So let's make like very quickly for you guys to understand this uh, this block here to become like an elevator, let's say like that. So we have the block here. I want it to be thinner, okay. And then I will add the move rotate scale to make it move from the stage one, which is in here, for to the stage two, which will be like in here. And okay, so we have both states now. I want it to be a linear animation. I want it to last 5 seconds. So during 5 seconds, it will go up. And I want it to ping pong animation, which means it will go from stage one to the stage two, and it will come back. And I want a loop because I want this to become like this elevator that is always playing in here. So I don't need any trigger actually to make it work because it's already on play on start. So I'll let the trigger like in this self. Actually, you can also put the trigger on the starting point, and then you make sure that it's going to play as soon as you start. And very quickly like that, we created this elevator. Let's publish and play. And as you can see, it also loads very fast. Everything is very well optimized. And there it is, our elevator. It was a static body before, and now it is an elevator. I can jump in here and it's working perfectly. I can also go to VR, in VR it will work also, all the collisions it will be working fine, and the height of the avatar is also the height of the VR camera. And if you want to come back to the world, it's just coming here and clicking on edit, and then it will load again the builder of the experience very quickly. And if I want to share this with you all, if I want to share the link with you all, I just need to come here in my workspace, go to the created template, and then here we have the share link. And it's just clicking on here, it's copied, and then I can share to all of you, and we can now enter here together. I can share on the chat, but everyone will need to create a login now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to send this link to the moderator, and he can share it after it on the Discord community group. Is it fine?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can also just post the link on the WebXR Discord yourself if you like.
Nice, nice. So yeah, it's very nice for us guys to be here displaying this all
I
to
think,
you.
Victor, sorry to interrupt, but I
Okay.
think like we should also say that you can upload, right? You can also open
Oh
a
yes,
world, and then you can
thanks.
upload like a world without anything, right? And you can
Yeah,
also
yeah.
upload 3D assets. Victor did one with Sketchfab, right? That it was like the thing that you can also explore a little bit of the. It was the Fountain of Pereni. Was it that
No,
one?
this is a nice idea to say like I only showed things that are already inside of the tool, but this is an empty
Okay.
experience for you guys to see, and you can upload any of your assets. The file formats are GLB, JPEG, PNG for images, OGV for videos, MP3 for audios. But let me upload any 3D asset that I might have in here. On my downloads, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have something.
Thanks, Victor.
And no, it was for real a very needed. There is this low poly bedroom here. I don't even know why exactly I downloaded that, but this is from Sketchfab. But you can, of course, bring your 3D files from Blender. The Ocean Pavilion, actually, the last template I created on Blender and brought here to Anitia. So yeah, very quickly here, let me put the starting point just to understand if the sizes are. So yeah, this is a very low poly room for you guys to see, but it doesn't need to be that low poly. Sometimes if you had a good machine, even 1 million, 1 million and a half polygons works well. Of course, it will start to depend on your hardware to run it well or not. So I can place like a directional light here now if I want, and I can say that I want real-time shadow rendering, and then you have like all those shadow configurations here, and like all the light configurations as well, like the energy, the color of the light. Let's say I want it more yellowish and a little bit more energy. And let me remove the starting point from here. And you can also rotate the light, and also create like the same move rotate scale, the state system you can create for the light if you want to have like a dynamic light that is always changing from one place to another. This is not a problem for us. In here you can enable the collision of the object, and there are types of collision. Sometimes you have a very complex mesh and you don't want the avatar to collide with the complex collider, so you can create just a box collision. In this case, it's not needed for us because it will prevent us from entering in the room. So I can use like the optimized one. If you want to see the collision, you can also see the collision in here, and then you can see all the. I don't know if you guys are able to see because it's very thin in the screen sharing, but you can see the collision in here, the collision shape, the collision mesh actually, and you can change the skybox. Some of the images are skyboxes, like let's say that I want a night setup, or I want to blue the ocean, and like this is how it is, like a first experience in a niche, an empty experience, and the same way that is very quick to do from a template to the play mode in here as well. You just need to come here and publish and play, and it will already appear in your workspace. In here you can change, actually the thumbnail is where your camera is facing when you save, and in here you can change the name, presentation words, and the description, and you can return to editing in here. But I think this is kind of what you were asking, right, Yasmin? Like us to do to show like empty
Yes, yeah, because I
experience.
feel like we only show the template, and I also like wanted to show, and thank you so much for doing that, Vitor. How easy it is to upload your own 3D assets and like create a world just based on a 3D asset that you can find. I don't know in Sketchfab, for
Like
example.
I'm gonna try to bring a very heavy asset now, just for fun. Uh, 60 megabyte assets. I think half a million polygons. This might work, but it might not. But I think it will. It will just take a little bit longer to load. But since we're is also getting in the final minutes, I would really love to ask for questions after I show this one. This one is a full Mario Kart circuit that I found in Sketchfab, and I was testing to enter in Mario Kart circuits, but in VR, and it was actually very nice. I entered in like browser castle world, and was fun. It's taking a little bit longer to load because I'm also sharing my screen, and it is a heavy asset. So this is a risky part of the demonstration. Now you can see like the file size is big, the poly counts are almost half a million, 68 draw codes, 134 materials, 67 unique materials, but I feel that it's gonna work um, at some point.
Yeah, I guess while we're waiting for it, you mentioned that this is a Godot fork. You said, right?
Yes, it comes from Godot. Our like let's say mother code is Godot.
Mm. I guess without getting too into the weeds, like, are there any major changes from like the base version of Godot for like web optimization?
Yes, we needed to do actually. Oh, here it worked actually. Let me just point 0.5. Oh, 0.01. Yeah, here it is. So we needed to do some VRAM compression. Is this what you're asking? Like, what are the? Can you ask it again? Just
Yeah,
because I was
I
like
was mostly just curious about like
overloading.
if there were any like significant changes because I've done like a couple web export projects with Godot in the
Uh
past,
huh.
and I always got the impression that it was like I think like more development is focused kind of on like the native end as opposed to the web size because I know they don't even do like gzip or bzip on the like outputted file, so you get like a 58 meg WASM blob a lot of the time.
Yeah, like we needed to do some optimizations in Godot to make a niche. If this was the
Mhm.
question, like what a niche is actually, it's not full Godot. We choose some things in Godot to run in the web. So like this is running like this fork of Godot, which is a few things that we choose to be inside of our code, and we actually needed of course to change some stuff and do our own codes to match a very light web experience. So
Mhm.
it's not like exporting a Godot project to web. This is like Godot running on web, but as a fork of it, like a part of Godot
Mhm.
running, but also some other stuff that are our own codes. Like some of the capabilities, like teleporter and other things, we need to do by ourselves and attach it to this Godot base structure, but not all. Some it's actually Godot working, like the UI and stuff like that is all in Godot.
Mhm.
But I think it's different from like doing a project in Godot and exporting the project to the web.
Gotcha.
But uh, just to say again, like I am a 3D designer in a niche, and probably this question it will be much better answered by one of our devs. So if you still have like doubts on it, feel free to ask it on our Discord that we will share by the end also, because the devs will be very happy to answer this kind of questions. Since I am like one of the
Mhm.
3D builders and stuff, I don't know exactly all the things behind the backend to move Godot to a web experience like this one.
I gotcha. Mostly just a curiosity on my part.
No, but it was a nice question, and even I would like to know the perfect answer. But like as you can see, it's running very smooth on my computer. We have like a lot of optimization going on runtime and also to import and export stuff. So I think it's very easy to build like even some complex stuff in here that it will run smooth on VR. This actually runs very smooth as well. And let me see you guys. I'm stopping here. I'm not seeing you all, but okay, now I am. Do you guys have other questions? Anyone else? I see there are a lot of people seeing, but no one's saying anything. You guys can make like critiques and compliments as well, not only questions.
Shy.
We're just
Yeah.
very polite and waiting for our turn to speak.
No, no, no. It's your turn to speak, please.
Another question for me, I guess. You mentioned earlier that you had like a check on one of those components for like whether it was local or not. Does Nietzsche also offer like any networking stuff out of the box, or do users still have to roll that on their own?
What do you mean by like the networking?
Like any, I guess like inbuilt, like I guess like low code networking stuff built into the builder, or is that kind of outside the scope?
No, I think this might be outside. We want to uh, bring this together also, but probably in a near future. Now we are completely focused on this 3D experience builder, and I don't know.
Mm, gotcha.
I see there is someone
Oh,
like, oh, oh, no, 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 sorry, sorry, I think I misunderstood the question. It's mostly multiplayer actually. You have how I said, when you share it, the experience, like this one. Let me share here the link,
It's just like
and I'll
you
send.
can have multiple people inside the room at the same
Yes,
time. Yeah, it's
you
like
can see each
multiplayer.
other, and for now the microphone talking is disabled in there. It's only enabled on our dev server, but it will be enabled soon. We are fixing a few bugs, but it's completely multiplayer. That's why we have the checkbox to make local instead. It's actually the other way around. We have on the components a checkbox to make the action happen only for the local machine and not for everyone. But mostly everything is happening for everyone who is inside of the experience at the moment. I sent the link. If anyone
mm-hmm.
wants to join, feel free to join. You will meet yourselves in there. But I think you will need to create a login first. But I think this answered your
Yes, that does
question.
answer my question.
Okay.
Create a
So
login in the
we
Nietzsche.
have
You can
the
just log
chat.
in with your Google account.
Yeah, yeah, you can log in with the Google account. But we have the chat now working, and the voice chat is working, but on a dev environment. It will be soon deployed to the live environment. And same thing for VR. We have VR working internally, but since we are like polishing some stuff like a grabbing system and some physics for VR, we're still not deployed on the live version. And also, same thing for AI 3D generation. We already have the prototype for us working. So in a very near future, you'll be able also to generate like speech to audio, like text to speech, and text to 3D and image to 3D as well. So let me join here. Guys, you have an account already. If you wanna
I was
enter in
just
this
about to
story, I don't
say
know if you want.
I went to
Oh, I
connect
can
my Google
see.
account
Oh,
and
nice.
hmm, oh, someone's there.
Is it running smooth for you? I don't know who entered here.
Uh, yes. See, I can't tell if that's
Vitor,
me or not.
Source code. Fala, Yash.
It's
tem
source
uma
code.
mensagem aqui. What are you using for text to 3D?
I'm not sure how to like this is dev totally a question that the dev would answer properly. What am I using? You mean like the software, the API that we are using, right? Yeah,
How many
yeah.
people can you fit? How many people can you fit in a room right now? Have you tested, avatar density and audio
Look, we've
things?
done, I think, things with more than 60 people, but we never did like a stress test with more than that. Although we never had any issues with that.
Let's
But
see.
I don't have a clear number. It doesn't have a limitation. That's what I'm trying to answer. Like if you send it to 100 people and they jump in there, probably for the low end machines, it will start like for the low end hardwares, it will start to lag. But I'm pretty sure that it supports more than 30, 40 people, like very smooth. Was that with voice or not? Not with voice yet. Actually, some years ago, when we started creating Anitia, we were an app to download, not on web. And in there, we tested with voice. And yeah, we imagine that voice may lower it, but we also have a very good optimization team to work in the image, like optimization, like VRAM compression, and try to decompress a little bit of the browser limitations. But we also have a team working on the audio compressions and stuff like that. But there are ways. Godot actually handles audio very well, and I think that this will be a differential for us when we start like implementing the those voice hubs. Anything else?
Might have a small bug report to send over to your
Please, it is the
Discord.
best.
Yeah, I tried to like connect Google on my phone, but on the welcome
No, no, no,
screen
no, no, no
doesn't let you
mobiles
in.
for now. I'm sorry
Yeah.
that I didn't brought that up. For now, we are disabling mobiles because we need to finish the.
This is the Ocean Pavilion,
Oh,
a
someone played
floating
the
open air
video.
space where you can host meetings, exhibitions, or any immersive.
That's why we
The
have
pavilion is split.
the. That's why we have the make local checkbox.
I see.
But text to image, etc. The 3D Tencent models are pretty
Yeah, I
sort
guess
of.
if
Let
it's text to
me.
3D, it's probably something like that.
I will print this answer to research after. But the thing about mobile is that we still need to create the controllers, in the mobile
Yeah.
for people to walk around and stuff. So for now, it's disabled. We made some tests and the words loads, but since we didn't implemented the controllers, how I said, we are an ongoing tool.
Hmm.
We launched our beta less than 1 year ago, so actually having you guys that are experienced with metaverses, Unity, game engines, it's super nice. Like if you guys could enter in there, try it out a little bit, try to create something, and then like report things to me, to Yasmin, or to any one of us. We have a Discord community that I will share the link here. It's gold for us to have this kind of input actually, because we actually want to make something very nice for people to use, to give like real possibilities in a web-based structure, and not like Unity needed or stuff like that, and easy to share, easy to embed in other places. Also in the near future is an idea for us to be able to embed the experience in other places. So, any other questions? Let me share the Discord link to you all. I'm sharing in the chat here.
Yep, and I'll actually go ahead and put that in the related servers channel too.
Nice. I need to just make the link unlimited.
Right.
Uh, edit link. Never expires. Written your link, copy. Okay, so I'm sharing here now the link for our Discord community. I'm always online in there, Yasmin as well. Anyone who like has doubts, there is actually a session in the help section that you can schedule 1 hour with me anytime you want, and I would love to do it with any of you guys. It's actually an honor for us to be here, like showing what we've been working on with people that actually uses WebXR experiences, because sometimes we're displaying Anicha and showing to people that like that we want to start using, but you guys already use it. So would be very nice to receive also the inputs from you all.
Yeah, that's very valuable for us. I think we also want to make like a tool which is like really good for everyone, right?
And user centered, right? Like
Exactly.
totally
Exactly.
user centered, like listen to the community, see what people want, and then base our priorities on the development, on what people are bringing to as ideas. So I'm gonna stop sharing now. If you guys have more doubts on how to do one thing or two, feel free to ask. But thank you, I guess. Right, Jasmine?
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for this space.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Okay, Luis, there is a Luis back in there. Is this who I'm thinking it is? Luis from Anicha? Luis, our marketing advisor? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure as well.
I'm getting this emote sticking around.
Is the account requirement always going to be presenter or guest? In the future, yes, this is the next step for us. Actually, how I said before, Anicha now based on it's based on web, but running in Godot. And this branch, of course, of Godot running a niche, which is like this. But now we are putting the all the lobby part in the web, completely on the web, not running the app. So it will be way easier to log in as a guest without having to every time you share to someone, people need to log in and whatever. Like this will be like in I don't know 1 2 months, it won't be needed anymore to log in every time you share an experience. It's on the pipeline.
Nice.
Okay, so I'll give you the stage, the moderator. Please, I will come down.
Yep. All right. I'll go ahead and take the clap out for now. All right. So that was the only presentation we had on the docket. If no one else has anything they want to do like a full-on presentation, then we can just kind of move to our milling about and chatting phase. So I will hop off the stage. Anybody been working on anything new and interesting lately? I've been starting to work on the first arena map for the multiplayer game that I'm working on, and it's interesting having to design like a super vertical VR map too. I'm trying to figure out how to balance like how much time is being spent in the air as opposed to on the ground.
What do you mean by super vertical?
So it's like the concept for the game is it's kind of like free for all. You're in a map that's like 150, 200 meters tall, and you have to be the first person to like reach the end goal at the top.
Oh, sick.
And so
That's
yeah,
cool.
so like the basic map structure I have right now is you've got these like four giant pillars. One's attached to the bottom, one's attached to the ceiling, and then there's two kind of floating at like midway points, and then those have like platforms on them that you can get onto.
How do
Um,
you navigate on VR? Like it's like walking with the controllers, or you grab stuff
so
and
this
like
is walking with thumbstick movement and like a grappling hook mechanic. So you like point at a
uh-huh.
certain object and then pull the trigger, and then you'll start going up there. Um,
Nice,
yeah, imaginary.
nice.
Here, let me pull up a screenshot. I guess. Uh, where do I have it? Yeah, this should be. I'll just grab the actual map part of it. Let's see. Then can I copy and paste a clipboard image here? No, I cannot.
Ah, man.
That would have
Whenever
been
that
really
works, it's
convenient.
very nice. Yeah, exactly.
Let's. Am I gonna have to save it as? Okay. Here, we'll do that real quick. Save. Preview. Okay, now I can upload it. There we go. So if you want to get up close to it, I don't know because you can't see it from far away, but there's a little tiny white box at the bottom there. That is the bottom of the map, and that is the height of a standard person. So here,
Wow.
I'll
Yeah,
even make
good feeling.
this bigger. Yeah, so the blue dots you see are grappling points. And then the
Uh-huh.
purple things are like the structures. That little green square at the top is the end goal, and black is barriers.
And where you be building it, like which game engine you're using?
This one is actually in a play canvas.
Play canvas.
It is the first project of like any complexity that I've done in it so
Uh-huh.
far.
It's a climbing game, yeah?
Kind of, yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
a climbing and shooting game.
It's the
Oh, there.
grappling hook game you were talking about a while
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
right?
This is the grappling game I was talking about. Yeah, so it's. I think I there's some
And you tried it
areas.
in VR? You tried it in VR
I
already?
I'm still kind of iterating on this particular map design, so I haven't done it yet. Because I still want to figure out something in this like bottom left area here you see, and then the top right area near that. I still need to kind of figure out what I want to be in the areas that don't have like a tower directly occupying that part of the map. And then of course, if this is before even having any actual user testing too, because it will be hard to predict the actual dynamics of player movement and how easy it is to get sent back to the bottom.
I think you should also, you know, try the movement, the locomotion mechanics.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
like
guess
I've done the
you are
grappling in like a separate test map before, so I know I'm pretty satisfied with how that
and you
feels. So I guess it's just
both
seeing how it is in
both
this environment.
both in the flat mode and in XR, or
Yeah,
only one of them?
I
Oh,
in
okay,
flat and
nice,
XR. It's a lot more fun in XR.
cool.
But yeah, that's a little sneak peek for now.
Do you know if Play Canvas does like nice compressions, KTX, all sorts of things out of the box?
I
Or
know
do
it
you have to work
has.
hard in that aspect?
I know it has support for basis textures. It's just something that you have to like if you know that you have to like import physics in like a settings menu, it's in that like same area. I think
I see.
down near like the asset rendering. It's like there's import basis and import Draco. Those are the two that I've seen so far.
Yeah. Any other impressions you got from Play Canvas that you know?
I haven't like I guess I haven't done anything like super impressive in it yet, or that's like particularly stressing in it. But it's pretty pleasant to work in once I've kind of gotten like my head wrapped around how their scripting works.
How is it
Cool.
compares to the other engines?
Um, compared to, I'll compare it to other web-based editors since that's kind of the lane it's occupying. I know you can technically use it without the editor, but I've never done that. So the only other comparable one I can think of that was browser based was Nunu Studio, and I prefer Play Canvas to Nunu Studio pretty solidly, I think.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
But,
which to be to the credit of the guy that made it, I think it's a one person operation for Nunu Studio, but it was like one of the names
okay.
I remember coming across kind of early on in
How is
WebXR.
how is the like input, the controller's input compares to other solutions?
Um, it's pretty standard, I guess. Like, you have the general like listening for event listeners, or using event listeners for like select and squeeze. And then, but they have a pretty easy interface to get the actual like input sources. It's just like in a class component, it's like this.app.xr.input, and then you
But
have the XR input manager.
is it like a raw data or like Unity XRI or in other engines? I know that there's also like you know uh, already building blocks for UI, building blocks for interactions and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they have their built-in UI system also works with VR, from what I've seen. And what was the first part of your question again? Sorry.
Like I'm coming from the Unity side, so there's like the XR interaction toolkit,
Oh, I
which you
see,
have
I
like
see. Yeah, there's
ready-made. How
y-
you how you do grip, how you do squeeze, like how you dragging an object, 3D object, taking it, moving it with a controller, stuff like that.
yeah, so there's no like XRI toolkit level of abstraction over it. You still do kind of have to roll some of your own interactions for like picking things up and like doing stuff with them, especially.
Okay.
Would be a good idea to have something like that, though. I think their VR template hasn't been updated itself in like a little while too, because I'm pretty sure it will error with the current version of the engine now, which was very fun to debug when I tried getting a Play Canvas template VR project to work.
Yeah, I think that's what modern tool, modern where WebXR, our world is kind of works in a different way than
Mhm.
standard like VR and stuff. But like I'd say tools like Wonderland Engine, Needle tools, where they really like throw in like the toolkits. It's not a
Mhm.
toolkit like Meta. It's not like what Meta puts into Unity. A crazy like well built toolkit, but like we need tools that really push hard and kind of making these things out of the box.
Mhm.
And it's there. Yeah, it's cool.
If only there were a way to like make something like so general enough that it could be taken advantage of by like all the major things, like something that worked in like A-Frame, Babylon 3JS, R3F, Wonderland, everything.
I guess that's the goal of I think there's the standard WebGL, WebXR standards, but I guess it's quite low level for
Right.
many
It's
people.
like user interactions are not like higher level user interactions are not spec'd at all, of course. So it's like
Yeah.
everyone kind of it's just using their best judgment.
Yeah, you need to have colliders and stuff from the engine you're using, I guess, to be able to grab things.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be really.
It's like
I think
you'd
it's impossible to get something that works everywhere.
you would have to do something that worked with like pure data, and then it's just a matter of like handling the data coming in from different things, but you would still need to like yeah, it would be it would be a lot of work maintaining I can imagine.
Didn't the Gorilla Tag guys open source their mechanic code for
Did they?
getting around with their arms? I think it's published.
Huh. I don't know if I've ever seen that. It's not too late to make WebXR Gorilla Tag.
Well, it seems like you're onto something here.
No, I think we've been saying that for years now.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
but you can look like how Moonrider had a success as a copy of Beat Saber.
Yeah.
So maybe a copy of Gorilla Tag. There's actually, uh, but no, Beat Saber is like costs money, and Moonrider is free, while Gorilla Tag is already free.
Yeah.
So,
So it's like there's not a super compelling reason to I guess want to go for it. But it is one of those
but
ideas where it's like if you did do it, then you'd still get like some level of
yeah, and
popularity.
Gorilla Tag is like Fortnite, where you have like a place to meet your friends,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think that Gorilla Tag has like a flat version, like outside of VR version. So maybe if the like with WebXR, you can have both the XR version and the flat version.
Mm.
So it's a community place, and some of the friends can be in VR and actually play the game, and others can hang around.
Mm-hmm. Yes. One of those ideas that it's just like this would be so good if I could just bring myself to actually care enough to fully execute it.
Yeah.
It's like that and like COD Zombies type thing. That would be like an awesome VR experience. I've seen it in like a native VR game, but just haven't done it for WebXR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are
COD
enough
Zombies is sick.
ideas. Just need time and resources to make all of the ideas.
Yeah, I think resources is a big one for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. But Oren, what are you building us? What cool stuff are you building us?
I couldn't make a thing, almost anything in the last month with all the crazy stuff that happened here. There was like there was a hackathon for a weekend about hackathon about shelters.
See you, Jimmy.
So I tried to make something. Let's see if I have a screenshot. Yeah, copy image. Uh, Like, should I like this? Let's see.
It's loading.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. So like there was
Ah.
like creating a shelter. So uh, we tried to make in AR shelter from newspapers. Yeah. So this is the only thing that I managed to make this month, uh, like in a few hours. There's like masking tape and papers, and you needed like to combine them together to make a room all over your space.
Cool.
What was this for?
Uh, it was like an hackathon about safe zones. So
Safe room, yeah.
our idea of a safe zone was like to wrap yourself with papers around you.
Yeah, because
Okay.
reading the news makes you feel safe.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good. I like it.
Sorry for the dark humor. Yeah.
You're
That's
allowed
okay.
to. You went through some shit this month.
yeah.
Uh, so how do I delete this?
Hover over it, hold space, trash.
Oh, I can
Yeah.
delete it for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, any interesting news with browsers updates and stuff like that? I heard that there were like lots of bugs with the Meta Quest
Yeah, I saw someone was
browser,
having issue with like high quality video encoding or something like that.
but I saw some stuff with controllers as well.
Let me see.
Yeah, I had a bug like a month ago. Kept on crashing. From a scene that was not crashing before after I made an update. I don't think I talked to anybody about it. I just left it there. Sorry.
Like, I wonder what is the state of WebXR this month.
Hmm.
Like, new experiences, the state like of the browsers, anything new feature,
I think
maybe.
was shared spaces this month. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. That was
Yeah.
cool. Uh, but it's still behind the flag, and I wonder how it will work like in other browsers.
Yeah, it feels like actually I guess I don't remember how Rick said the syncing works because I remember seeing that it like uses a server to like get everyone aligned, but
To share the data, yeah.
yeah, but I don't remember
Uh,
if it's like going to be a meta one or you have to point it at something.
I think it needs some sort of interoperability between like browsers
Yeah.
types, cause I think it says like some kind of an identifier that only Quest the Quest knows how to
Hmm.
use. But if you use it with Pico, it says nothing for the browser or the operation system.
Yeah, other than shared spaces, I think the only other big development is the Quest 3S Xbox edition,
Mm-hmm.
which man, it's I don't know, I think it's kind of silly. It's like we had the whole like life cycle of Windows mixed reality And in all that time, Xbox had zero interest in doing anything XR related, and now they're just like, oh yeah, Quest, Xbox.
Yeah, but then
There,
it's not even like
Yeah, it's
if
just
it was
Xbox like
something
cloud too.
it's just a flat screen. Okay, you don't have to play a game on your TV, but okay. Yeah. If it would be VR games like PlayStation VR or something, then it makes sense to have Xbox on there. So maybe it comes, but I doubt it. It's just Microsoft, I guess.
mm, yeah, I wonder when like VR streaming games would be possible because like the latency. The issue is the latency.
Mm. Oh yeah, like streamed VR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it will make sense to have like Xbox Live Quest headsets.
But why wouldn't it work? It works with Steam games. I have a
But
pretty bad laptop, and I can.
it's local streaming and not like from the Xbox Live servers.
Yeah, but it's over Wi-Fi. So if my internet speed is at least 100 Mbit, my Wi-Fi won't be able to do it any faster anyway.
Mm, I haven't tested myself streaming services, but I know that for flat screen like racing games, it doesn't work well. It work well like
Oh
more
yeah.
for point and click games and stuff like that. So I guess that if you feel the latency in a racing game, I guess it will be noticeable enough in
Yeah.
a VR game.
Yeah, I think anything that
Uh,
needs sub-second reactions is probably
but
too quick
but
for stream VR.
but but the idea of local, like with the PlayStation has like a mobile device, uh, like like a Steam Deck, but uh, by PlayStation, which is streaming from the local PlayStation and not from outside. So maybe like the Xbox, the physical Xbox can stream to the headset, and that will make sense.
Yeah, they should. They did something. They did something with streaming very high resolution models, very high resolution models to the Hololens. But those were almost static models. But you can do stuff, and especially if to stream something from Xbox to the Quest version. It would be nice if you can just play Xbox games on your Quest in 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they should just build something. Now I'm just thinking out loud, like the UEVR tool, but then for Xbox games that they just release on Xbox, so you just can play Xbox games in 3D, older games streaming to your Quest. That would be nice,
Ooh,
and I don't think it would be that hard to do.
like developers can add this option to their games. Like we already have like a flat screen zombie shooter in Xbox, and we need to update our live version game, like set a flag to true, and then players can do enter VR, and it will be like they can be in the character or something like that.
Yeah, I guess why not?
Yeah, that will be cool. Like all the Steam VR mods, where they like doing like GTA in VR. Uh,
Well, you don't need mods for that.
with,
I've been trying it with the Unreal tool, and you can just play any. At least if the game is built in Unreal and it's
mm-hmm.
on Steam, you just open the game, you start the tool, and you could play it in VR. It doesn't always work
Yeah,
as intended. It's kind of a hack. They do, but for some games, it really works. But that's not on Quest. But
Hey, has anyone here ever
but
done
it
a?
is something.
yeah.
Hmm?
Sorry, no, I was just curious if anyone here has done flight sims in VR before.
Build or played.
Played.
I there was yeah, I recently did. There was a demo. There was this Steam thing where you can just buy early access or get early access demos and stuff, and there was some flight game in there,
Mm,
but it's not my cup of tea.
fair. Yeah, no, I only ask because I personally have been getting into like flying stuff lately, and I tried out X Plane, which is one of the big simulators in VR, and it's really good. It made me wonder how feasible it would be to like do a WebXR flight sim with like the Google Earth tiles. If you remember when the library for that came out a couple years ago, like combining that with like a very basic VR flight sim and having it be like totally on the web. I think that'd be cool because I remember Yinch once upon a time mentioned that he had done like a 737 simulator in Unity before. I forget. I think he said that one was WebXR. It'd be an
I
interesting
played with
little thing to
I
hack.
played with those map tiles a bit
Hmm.
a while ago, but not to build VR game. It would be cool if you can get the 3D stuff that is on Google in there too.
Mm,
Not just the satellite imagery, but also the
the structures.
yeah.
Yeah. Which I guess that's kind of like what Kieran does with 3D Street Map, yeah?
I think there's like for specific companies can get the full Google API for
Mm-hmm.
maps, and then there's also info about buildings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if he's
But
using any
it's not open
OpenStreetMap
for
data,
all.
actually.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I know there's like uh, something like uh, um, there's a VR app or mixed reality app in the Quest where you can travel the world and see also models of buildings and not just the terrain. I forgot the name. Maybe someone here remembers.
It's like a VR sightseeing thing that's not just Google
Yes,
Earth.
yes. Also, as multiplayer, you can
Oh,
visit
interesting.
with friends. Uh,
Huh.
I'll try to find it.
I forgot the name. What it's called? There is this um, field of work in landscape design, and there are databases online with 3D models of pretty much every building out there. I forgot what it's called. We used those in the past to create um, an environment to walk through and to modify on the Hololens, but I forgot what it's called.
ArcGIS?
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, that does seem like the most likely candidate. Yeah, I see a bunch of like building outlines here too in these screenshots. Yeah, I think that's probably, if not the exact thing, then closely related.
Yeah, but I think it was free.
Hmm.
Okay, there's world with 3 O's.
Hmm. Oh, world. Oh, I think I have seen this before. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That's what you need to fly around.
I mean, yeah, that looks great.
And it looks like a good use of mixed reality.
Hmm.
And it's something that can be made in WebXR as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Not so hard graphics or something very special.
Oh,
Seems
they have
like
a GeoGuessr mode in here? Yo, WebXR GeoGuessr. I just end the call immediately.
Stream end. Bye bye.
There's no time.
There's also, it will be also harder to cheat if you're in
True.
VR.
Yeah. Yeah. God, now this is really tempting to try and hack out in a weekend because GeoGuessr is not a complicated game.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think I will.
But limit yourself to a weekend and
Yeah,
not like,
yeah,
oh, now it will be.
yeah.
Which engine? Which engine should be
Hmm.
better for this?
I don't
I guess
know.
something grow like 3JS.
Yeah, so I'll need I'll need a bit of map UI for selecting where you think you are. So that will be probably the most complicated part of it, funnily enough. Um,
But that's just showing a
I guess
texture.
if if you just show like a flat thing. I was thinking about, what if I projected it on a sphere? But no, that's too that can be a later thing. Non-zero chance of that. Imagineer. No, but yeah, I probably would just do like a flat map, and then it would be like the GeoGuessr one. It would just wrap as you like pan it left and right, up and down. Garrett K.
What are
Johnson.
the advantages for the user if it's in VR?
Hmm. I guess.
UI wise.
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly just like. I mean, it's definitely more of a novelty than like an innovation on the GeoGuessr formula. because it's just like, okay, instead of being in Google Maps looking around, I'm standing here looking around. Yeah. I guess the one thing that I would be maybe concerned about is like the fidelity of Google's street photos. If that like will be good enough, or if I need to like restrict it to like some better looking like interior shots or something. I don't know yet.
Enhance.
Upscale. Jin, what have you been up to lately?
Trying to finish projects.
Yeah.
Getting there.
Yeah, I find it's like as long as you can make like any non-zero amount of progress on something in a day, you're doing all right.
Dude, my GitHub is full green.
Solid.
Nice.
I don't push every day. Maybe I should.
It's like exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Push-ups and
Push
pull
every
downs. I'm doing like 20 push-ups a day.
Don't forget the leg day.
Yes.
What is leg day for programming?
Those are bad.
The cool thing about AI though is it does feel like you can clone parts of yourself to open up bandwidth in other areas.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now I've got I call him Jin Turn, and he's got he's doing a lot of tech support in a couple of discords, and he just keeps getting smarter because the models keep getting better.
Is he that bot I've seen in the M3 Discord?
He's back online now, but there was another one who got kind of annoying, but Jin Turn's more chill.
I see.
But it's very satisfying popping open the server and seeing a bunch of people happy with his technical help. And then yeah, it's just like some things are a few prompts away. Like I don't know if y'all are using Claude Code. That's what I've been using more. And it's a lot more, especially if you can set it up on a VM or a Docker container, which there's some scripts for. But you can just kind of leave these things unattended and they get a lot done in the background as long as you have good context, which is what makes documentation practices so OP now. Like it went from D tier of like a person who does docs to now S tier. And
What
AI is good at docs.
What is Jin Turn running on right now?
What, like framework or model?
Yeah, like I get like the tech stack, I guess.
It's Eliza, which is TypeScript, and it's running a few models. It switches. It does Claude for Opus for large, and then I think I'm doing a DeepSeek reasoning for small, kind of just responses, and then Mixtral for image stuff, which is another free one. And really just kind of comes down to, I think, a good system prompt. And then I've got RAG going with Postgres, PG vector for that with OpenAI embeddings. I need to figure out how to do local embeddings. I don't like OpenAI for a dependency.
Yeah.
Source code. How about Rosie?
Oh yeah.
What she's running on? I think she's currently running on Gemini 2.5. I can check.
When did you last upgraded her?
It's a while back. I made it so I can easily switch models. I had her stuck to Azure. So I was running GPT 4.5, I think, on Azure. But I wanted to explore models, so I switched back to the default OpenAI APIs, so I can just any model that can use the OpenAI API, I can just plug in now. Let me quickly check. What? I'm running VS Code Insiders, and they just changed things again. Oh, it's wrong project. Sorry. That's why. I was looking for the config. She is running. Yeah, I think it's. That's the speech. There's so much stuff in there now. Gemini 2.5 Flash preview 0520 is what she's currently running on. But I have to say, I'm using a lot of Copilot in VS Code. I think more than Rosie at the moment. Although I have integrated, I created a extension. I think it's just for being able to just talk to Rosie from Copilot, which is pretty funny. You say add Rosie, and then Rosie is answering the questions instead of Copilot.
Add Rosie, it's good.
It's like, hey, Copilot, tell Rosie I said.
Yeah. And in VS Code, I'm not sure what to use. I switch. Sometimes not all models give right results, or some models give errors, or you get like you're out of tokens or something. The context window of Gemini is 1 million tokens, I think. So you can just create really big context and just give it a lot of information about the project you're working on. So for projects I'm doing, for example, like Rise of the Blobs, I have just a complete set of all of the complete coding guidelines for Wonderland projects. And on top of that, I added all kinds of stuff that are deprecated or ways I have implemented things. I would like to see things or specifics to the project because it's a lot of Unity code that is ported to TypeScript. You get a certain way of writing singletons or classes that are named slightly different, and just described all of that in a context. And with Gemini, that just keeps in there. So the things Gemini creates, it's just exactly as I need it, which is pretty neat.
Nice.
Sounds good.
I saw another nice demo uh, with the Quest and the camera API, the camera
Mm.
pass-through. They used Immersal uh, to calibrate in the real world. Like Immersal has a large database of digital twins, and then they have like calibration between uh, virtual world to the real world, so you can match your pose in the world to the pose in the virtual world. Uh, so someone used the camera API, and I'm not sure if he done if they done that in WebXR or native, but it's something that can work with WebXR now because the API is in the browser as well. It's like the collocation, but more universal.
Mm.
Does it mean you have access to the image from the camera now?
Yes, but it's not with the frame, so there's a delay. So it's not one to the frame that you get.
No, okay, but would it be possible to scan a QR code now, for
Yes,
example? That's a nice.
Mm.
yes, yes. QR code. It's
Or well, with AI to get what you were looking at, for example.
yeah.
You can finally do a QR code on your phone login in WebXR now.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
Has somebody built that already? I mean, it's not really hard to do, but
Right, but I don't think anyone's done that yet. I haven't messed around with the pass-through API at all yet. So
no, me
end
neither.
the call now to do that.
I'm adding it to my list right now. Literally.
Mm.
Fast, something that MSAB didn't try yet.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Let me go see that news post. Hmm.
It's different from the, like, for WebXR, there's the raw camera module. And the raw camera module, you get the image of the camera attached to the frame, which is which happened when the image was taken. So you can actually track the position, the pose with the camera. Um, but for the pass-through camera of the Quest, they use the media or video API, media API or something like that, which has no details about the frame.
Hmm.
Well, often just having an image that is recent enough would be fine.
Yeah, so for QR code it's great, but if you want to, like to track an object, you'll have a delay. If you want to track an area around it, an object, it's okay. Like someone made a
But
demo.
if you get the frame with the pose,
Mhm.
even though it might be in the past, you know the exact location. If you
But you
did
don't.
just add,
But you don't know what the delay is because you don't get a frame index with the image.
Would
You
we be
just
able?
get an image.
Would you be able to use the predicted display time on the frame for any clues, or?
Maybe with AI.
but you can do what's called hit testing or something on the real world. If you know the location, just you can place an anchor on that location, and then it will be there. You don't have to track it again.
Mm.
I'm going to play with this bit.
Yeah. It will be something interesting to solve.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps.
Well, if you can because that's something we did. Oh, my headset. Yeah, that's something we did in the. So when we built the HoloLens apps in the past, we used the QR code to place a model. We did. We had these CPR mannequins, and these had a QR code on the stomach, and that was basically an anchor to place the model down.
Yes.
And as a side effect of that, if you would step on the other side, you would have a shared space. Even though it wasn't really shared, you had a shared location. So you can just get past any if that would work by placing an anchor.
Yeah, you had calibration.
Yeah, you have the exact same position on both headsets, and then you can do a shared space without doing a real shared space, because you just have to happen to know the exact location something is in.
Yeah. So this is similar to what Immersal doing, but Immersal doing it based on on the feature points in the real world. Like scan the world, you have like a points cloud of all the world, and then based on the point clouds, they know your position.
But there's no open source way of doing that in WebXR, right?
No, they have like REST APIs. I don't think it's open source, but or free, but it's something that you can register to them as a developer and have the API.
And that works in WebXR.
It can work with WebXR. I think that Zappar using it. There's like a collaboration between them and Zappar has their own like AR, web AR editor, and so it's already working like in mobile phones, and in WebXR in mobile phones, and I guess you can modify it to work with the media API and the camera pass-through of the Quest.
What was it called?
Immersal.
Immersal. Okay. I'm going to look to that too.
All right. We are coming up on 2 hours, so I think I'm going to go ahead and wind the stream down. All right.
Oh, that's nice.
Goodbye,
Immersal has a
Twitch. Goodbye,
free tier.
YouTube.
Goodbye.